right, y'all, let's get straight to it. Whoever this reading is for, you could be in a long distance relationship. There's this energy of promising another person that you would always be one with them, that you would always be close to them, that you would always stay by them. This could be someone that you actually like, not someone from your family. That's why I said it's like a long distance relationship, but I don't feel like it's with a family member. This could be with a friend, but this is someone who you met and developed a very strong bond with, and either you or this person needs to go be back where they came from, but at the same time they really want to stay with you and explore the connection with you. So somebody is torn. You could be torn. You could be feeling really torn within yourself, where you really want to stay with one person, but at the same time you really want to go be with a different person. This could be somebody from your family, from your home. But whoever this is, or whatever this is that you feel like you want to go be near or be with, it's part of your very primary identity. So that's why I'm getting home vibes. It's like it's giving, I want to go home. Yeah, somebody wants to go home. Yeah. But I feel like they promised that they wouldn't. They promised that they would stay with someone else. This could also be someone asking, like, hey, if I do go home, or you could feel like that you need to go home, the question remains with someone that you're very close with, like, are you going to be here when I get back? Are you going to be there for me? Are you going to be close with me? There's something about, like, is this connection real? Because I feel like it's very sudden, it's very out of nowhere. Two people could, like, look very different from each other. Like, yeah, there's just this, like, very alien quality to this relationship. But it is very connective, and people want to maintain it, but at the same time, it's like, it's giving, like, went on an international trip and fell in love with someone, and I don't even speak their language, and like I've been here and I love them, but like at the same time I want to go home. I want to be around people that speak my language, that understand me, that know me. So yeah, that is what's going on. The reason why I'm hesitating is because, so number one, I'm getting someone is all up in your stuff. Someone's all up in your business. They could be all up in your mind, all up in your heart, your soul. Someone is like present in your energy. I feel like almost where they shouldn't be. It's like kind of an imposition. Because it's like so close, but it's like in the parts of yourself that you want to keep to yourself. Do you know what I mean? So you can feel like somebody's like in your head. This person could be in your wallet. They could be in your money. They're in your house. They're just all up in the stuff. There's this energy too where you could earn a certain amount of money, or you could have a certain type of lifestyle, or you could have a certain talent or skill, and there's someone else who feels like they've worked harder than you, they've studied longer than you, they're older than you, they should have the blessing that you have. Like if you have like a natural blessing, God-given. The thing about God-given blessings is that they're going to come through people. So sometimes people could look at your blessings and not see them as God-given, but like really get caught up on the particular person that's giving you the blessing and be like, well, why would that person do that for her and they wouldn't do it for me? And it can get very messy, but it's like, yeah, I'm just sensing like you have some sort of favor, you have some sort of gift, you have some sort of blessing or talent that is pissing somebody off. And it's like people don't feel like you should have what you have. They feel like you shouldn't have the gifts that you have. You shouldn't have the talents that you have. It's in the wrong package. There's something about how someone looks or how someone appears, how someone communicates, that makes other people feel like this person should not be in the position that they're in. And I feel like it makes you very dismayed. You know, because it's like, man, why people gotta hate on me for being great? Like, why people gotta hate on me for being different? Or you could be the hater. Or you could just be the person who just doesn't understand and feels like something is incongruous. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. How is this person in this position? And so when you experience that, it can make you not like yourself. Or express that, or maybe you get quiet. Like if you're with a group of people who you feel like are being assholes or treating another person like they're different, maybe you don't speak up for these people. You don't say like, hey, that's kind of fucked up. At the same time, if you're the person who's going through that, it just really makes you dislike the people that you're around and that you're with. So this could be something like for your job, or maybe this is school, or maybe this is some sort of talent cohort or something where you share something in common with a group of people and you have pledged your allegiance to them, even though there's something about you that's different, or there's someone who's pledged their allegiance to you and to your group, and it's something about them that's different. And the way that other people are responding to that difference kind of makes it feel like if it wasn't for the one thing that we have in common, the one, talent, skill, love, whatever it is that we have in common, like I wouldn't fuck with y'all. Like I wouldn't like y'all. So yeah, it's a really weird place to be in. Because I feel like people are linked not through their souls, but maybe through their spirits, through the spirit of a situation. So to me, that's giving possession. Like, I feel like somebody is kind of possessed by the spirit of a thing. Because here's what I mean. Like, if something is possessed of a soul, a soul is singular. Your soul is your soul. But spirits move around. So it's kind of like I feel like somebody might have joined up with something or someone because they like the spirit of the thing, or the spirit of the thing kind of got on them. It kind of moved them. But now this person doesn't like anything else about the situation. So it's a question of like, how do I get this spirit off me? Like, how do I release the spirit so that I can release my desire to be in this situation? And I feel like that's what someone has to do. Someone has to release something. And it's very intimate. I feel like it's in this person's home. Somebody has something to do at home where they have to release. They have to release home in a certain way, or release a spirit in their home. And I don't mean this to be like spooky ooky, like I'm talking about possession and spirits and shit like that, but this could just be like a cleansing, or someone feels like this is just something that they know that they have to do. It's not in a spooky way, it's in a bad way, but I feel like someone knows or just understands kind of like what's holding them back. They've finally been able to identify it and be like, oh, okay, that's what it is. Like, that's the thing that I don't like. That's the thing that I don't embrace. So that's the thing that I have to release. There's also, it could be like a mourning here, because like I said, there's some sort of common interest or love or joy or talent or skill or something that brings all this together. So it's kind of like, if you release the spirit because you don't want to, you don't like anything else about this group or this situation, or or this family, because it feels very intimate. But when I say that, I just mean it feels intimate because someone has allowed it to get that deep. Someone has allowed it to get that intimate. So there's just this desire to be like, no, it doesn't need to be that deep. It doesn't need to be that intimate. We don't need to be that intimate. And maybe if you could release that, then the rest of it would like let you go. I'm not sure if you know what I mean. This is a very like gauzy, it's very woo-woo, it's very like flimsy is what I'm trying to say. This is like an invisible hold. It's energy, but it's clingy, it's sticky. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's just like this invisible something. I don't know. Whatever this is, this thing, I feel like you or someone else feels like it's kind of grown out of hand. Like, okay, so if this started as something intimate, first of all, if this was something that people thought was hidden, like it was never hidden, something was always obvious, and now something has grown out of hand, because it's something about the kids now. It's like now the kids are doing it, or now the kids are affected too. I feel like somebody thought that something was innocent and they brought kids into it, but now kids are affected. And this could have been something that was supposed to be good for kids, or at least exciting or interesting for kids, but I feel like something is actually kind of a danger, like something's gotten out of hand. And so now it's like difficult to enforce. So something within a family could be difficult to continue to enforce. Now somebody feels kind of bad when they enforce it. They feel like, oh shit, you know, I'm in too deep. Because it's like now something is like a daily thing. Somebody has to do something every day. And I feel like that's part of whatever this intimacy is. Like, you know, I might have told you, I don't know, I feel like somebody made a promise that they shouldn't have, because they promised something that is too personal. But now this thing that's really, really personal, it's like if they don't do it, if they don't, it's almost like if you don't pay up, then somebody's gonna be so mad at you. It's like almost like hate. But not hate like mad at God, because God didn't give them you. What? You know what this is giving to? This is like a vow, I feel like. This is like people who, when they're young, they like promise all these things to each other, like, you know, unknowingly, right? Like, you know, when you're young, you just promise everything away. And you don't realize that those promises are kind of real, and you get into other relationships and you realize there's like a part of your heart that you never got back from this other person, because you weren't supposed to give it to him anyway. You weren't supposed to give him all that. You know, it's that kind of vibe. So I feel like somebody kind of needs to go back and collect pieces of themselves, because somehow whatever pieces of themselves that they're missing, whatever they gave away or promised that they shouldn't have, but that they couldn't help to do, and now they feel like locked in, like compelled to do something, but they don't want to do it, they don't like it, they don't like the people that they have to do this for. They feel like if they could just do it one more time, but it's something about it, it's like it's not one more time, it's like it becomes every day. It's like every day now something has to happen, and now it's like now my kids are involved, I have to do this every day. Yeah, something like that. The weird thing is I feel like someone is like, this was somebody's intention, like almost to throw in someone's face what they said. I don't know, man. I feel like whatever this is, whatever this situation is, at the end of the day, at the end of the situation, it's gonna make you say, this is why I don't fuck with people. This is a really weird cycle. This is a really weird cycle. Because it's like you got people all in your business where they shouldn't be in your business, but then where you do need people to actually be in your business, they're not there. It's weird. It's like, I don't know, people come around for the wrong reasons. I'm just gonna clarify. I do not dig this energy. So maybe this is your energy feeling like, man, this is why I don't even come over here. This is why I don't even deal with this. This is why I don't even. I feel like something is very futile. Yeah, this is definitely to deal with family. Some sort of your family in your business, your community in your business. This could be social media in your business. This could also be promising to promote something or promising to help somebody they're not even, it's like, it's so personal. How do I want to say this? Something, dare I say, is inappropriate. That's what I want to say. Yeah. I feel like someone doesn't really understand how people do things or how something is done. But even though there is someone who doesn't understand how people do things or doesn't understand how something is done, maybe this person is going to get help. But I feel like this is something that this person shouldn't need help with. Like, you don't need this. That's what I mean. It just goes back to like, why are all of these people here in a place that there should only be one person? I don't know what I mean when I say that. If this reading resonates with you, maybe you know what I mean, but yeah. Someone has really high expectations of someone else. Yeah, they expect someone to be there. Someone expects somebody to be there. I feel like somebody is getting addicted to somebody else because it's like, I never met anybody like you. I don't know anybody else like you. Yeah, maybe that's why something is inappropriate, because it's like in a business setting or something, or a home setting or a job set. It's just something about the setting is off. But somebody is like, I need you. I don't know, man. This is crazy. This is intimacy. There's some intimacy happening here. Maybe at work. But I feel like also it's like, okay, this is what I'm seeing now. It is some sort of intimacy at work. And I feel like maybe somebody else is wondering, like, how do they know you like that? Like, why do they like you like that? So this could be a coworker that's feeling a little jealous, that's feeling like they work really, really hard and they don't get anywhere, and then someone else just walks in and gets whatever they want. So there's like some sort of indignation here, like, how dare you, or how dare they? Yeah. But it's like covered up. Oh, it's politics, it's game playing. I feel like this can make you be like, this is why I don't like to come around here. Yeah, no, it's so disappointing. Something is so disappointing. And it just makes somebody want to start over and just forget about it. Like, forget it. Like, yeah, it's the vibe of like, forget it. Forget it. You might be in this kind of situation and you might pretend like everything's cool. But there's something too about that, about the ability to be able to pretend. It's something about this pretending, this ability to like blend in, vibe, be a chameleon, show people what they want to see, be confident, you know, unafraid, stuff like that, like kind of expressive but also kind of dry at the same time, and kind of sarcastic. Like there's just this beautiful balance that I'm seeing. Doing that shit got you in a situation where like now people are addicted to it, or you're addicted to it as somebody else, but it's in a circumstance that is like not appropriate. Yeah, because this is like giving affair in the workplace. This is like somebody who will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna break up with them, but it's not true. It's not true. And I think that's what I was saying when I was like, something needs to be handled at home. If somebody is saying that they would break up with someone, like if this is a married man and he's saying like, oh, things are not good at home, I'm definitely gonna leave my wife. No, the fuck they're not. And this could be the thing, like you could feel like you're all up in the business, all up in another relationship's business, or you know all their business. Maybe that's why I keep saying company or job. Like maybe it's the cards trying to tell me the way we talk, like no, they all up in the business. Like somebody is all up in somebody else's business, bro. Like all up in it. And it's like, what are you doing here? If this is a third party situation, the second party is starting to feel the third party's presence. You feel me? If it's a third party situation, so it's the first party, it's first and second party, they together. And the third party is the person that the first party is dealing with. The second party is the one who for a while maybe didn't know what the fuck is going on, but they starting to feel it. And maybe that's what I was saying when I was like, the kids are starting to affect the kids, because if something affects a mom, it's gonna affect the kids. Right? So this could be a dad who just out here, yeah. There's a dad who might be kind of immature, play with their kids a lot, but I don't know. Now I feel like I'm all up in the business, like even saying this, because I feel like this is hella personal what I'm about to say. But I feel like if this is a marriage, the dad doesn't communicate with the mom. They don't deal with the mom. They just deal with the kids. It's like the dad's married to the kids, and maybe they don't even know if they wanted these kids. Like this is so fucked up. But I feel like a parent could be conflicted. And this could be part of what is going on in the home. Like maybe this person feels like it would be easier to leave if I didn't have kids, but they feel stuck. And that's that goes back to what I was saying about the everyday. Like somebody's like, every day I gotta deal with this shit. Somebody doesn't want to have to be a disciplinarian. Somebody doesn't want to have to be the guy, the man, I feel like this person doesn't trust their own judgment. They don't feel strong. They don't feel strong-minded. They don't worry about the shit that they should be worrying about. So it's weird. It's like, I don't know, I feel like somebody just kind of disassociates because they feel like if they tapped in, it's too stressful. Somebody doesn't want to be stressed out, but it's like you're in the situation. So what do you mean? What do you mean? But somebody doesn't want to be stressed out every day. They don't want to have to do something or deal with something every day. So they kind of like, I don't know, they act slow. Like, they act like, oh, I just don't know how. I'm forgetful. Oh. This is weird. This is like a couple kind of like in each other's heads and like playing mind games against the other one. So it's giving like, what's the word, what do they call that, weaponized incompetence. It's like that, like somebody fucking up on purpose. They might do it just to piss the wife off, like just to see her in a fucked up mood. Like somebody is in somebody's head and they know how to do that. And I feel like this could make the other person like really withdraw into their self. maybe if this is you, if you're in a marriage, maybe you found a way to vent to somebody about this situation. Maybe that's the all up in the business kind of thing. If you do vent about your marriage, I feel like somebody tells your business. Somebody is all up in your business. And this this could be you finding out that somebody's been telling your business. Your business could come back to you through strange ways. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't tell you that. So people could be in your business, and I feel like it's sad because this reading just kind of reinforces, again, I'll say, why you don't fuck with people, why you don't want to deal with people, why you're like, forget them. I also feel like somebody, if this is the dude, right, it's like they just avoid saying that something's over. Somebody feel like they could just, if they just keep paying money, if they just keep keeping up appearances with the situation, and it's like nobody's even looking at these damn appearances. Nobody cares. This is another thing, is there could be somebody who does not give a fuck about appearances, doesn't give a fuck about keeping up with appearances, and I feel like that's part of, if someone's attracted to someone else, it's like that's why, because they're like, this person doesn't care, they don't care about all that shit, they don't judge people based off what they look like or what they have. This is somebody who listens to people's voices. They, otherwise they kind of keep themselves away from people. This could be you. This could be you. You keep yourself away from people. You don't deal in appearances because you've dealt with probably the same type of energy, the spirit, like I said earlier, in like many different bodies, and you're just trying to figure out, like, why does this same kind of spirit, why does this same kind of lesson keep coming to me? But I feel like what the lesson is there's this married man who is at home, is not a good partner to his wife. Maybe he's a okay father to his kids, but if you're not a good partner, you can't really be that good of a dad, because kids need to see their dad really love their mom. So there's that. Like, this person, I feel like, pours into their kids but not into their wife. They could be out here telling people that they will get a divorce from their wife, but I feel like they don't really have the balls to do it. This person doesn't have a lot of courage. And that's part of what they do at home, is they shrink at home because they're afraid to stand up and really look at what life would be like if they separated from this person. Because it's like, this person, I feel like, has some sort of codependent relationship with their partner, but doesn't like their partner. But okay, so that makes them not like themselves, because they feel like their partner is themselves. Like, these people are truly locked in. It's weird. And maybe the reason why they're attracted outside of their relationship is because maybe they're locked in to keep appearances. Maybe they have a business together, a family together, something like that. Maybe you know all these things. Like, maybe you're the person in their business and you could be like, yeah, they have this, they have that. And that's why he's there, because they can't leave the, maybe you know all this shit. But at the same time, I feel like this person is telling you that they're going, that's the thing. It's like, they're not being truthful, because they're telling you all these reasons, and they're telling you that's why they need time, because they're working through that stuff, and then they'll leave. But no, this person it makes them feel more powerful to tell you that, but then to not leave. And they take that energy of feeling power and they bring it into the relationship at home, and it fuels that relationship, because it's part of what gives them the strength to continue at home, because they need that excitement, they need that feeling of power, of anticipation, of having someone else anticipating. You know what I'm saying? I did not I know I always say this, I didn't expect all this to come out, but I didn't. The thing is, everybody's really grown in this situation. These are grown-ups. The cards that's coming out is like kings, queens, major arcana. These are grown-ups acting like this. They're like grown-ass kids. It's weird. Like, I feel like you think that you're gonna be one of the, main characters in this situation, but I feel like this whole situation is beneath you. You're like gonna be a lesson to someone else as you pass through their bullshit. And I feel like that annoys you because you thought that maybe this would be something that you've been looking for, that you really want. But that's the thing too about the spirit of the thing. Like, I feel like this is going to make you really look into yourself and be like, what is it in me? Because whatever it is, it's a wonderful quality. That's the thing, is somebody is very drawn to the fact that you don't, how do I want to say this? Somebody is very drawn to the fact that you are not swayed by appearances, that you look beneath appearances to see the soul and the heart of a person. That is a beautiful quality, right? So you would never be stuck in a loveless marriage, because you would never be with someone who you were only with out of convenience or out of appearances or out of needing to make a certain amount of money or the right associations or all this and that. Like, you're not about that, and that is very refreshing. But the problem with being that kind of person who can see through all the bullshit and see people's soul is sometimes you miss the shit that's literally staring you in the face. Like, this nigga's married. You don't need to look beyond that. There's nothing to pierce through. You see what I'm saying? And you could, I'm not saying that you're necessarily dealing with a married man. Whatever situation it is that you're dealing with, just, it's like a don't miss the forest for the trees kind of situation. Because I just feel like something's in your head and it shouldn't be. Something has kind of crossed a boundary, and I feel like you didn't really even see it. You didn't notice it. So you need to have stronger protection. You need to have stronger boundaries, because I feel like people might try to take advantage of you. And you're a very kind-hearted, good-hearted person. So I don't want you to get caught up in somebody else's game, because it's like two people, they playing a game with each other. And I feel like you're in the middle of it in some type of way. You're very valuable to, I feel like, one of the people, not both of the people. I feel like you can't be valuable to both of the people, and so the person that didn't get you might want to try to sabotage the one who did, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like that's more of a work thing, if that resonates. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Well, I get one more card. Y'all be like, one more card, Bria? Okay, I get one more. One more card for advice. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, it's like, stop. Like, whatever this is, this is something that might be coming up too, because there's a lot of Virgo energy here. How do I want to say this? Yeah. Number one, you got to trust your intuition on this. Number two, it's okay to just totally stop whatever this is. You could be the kind of person who feels like you have to follow through and everything, or you don't want to lose the time or the money that you've invested so far. But I feel like if you keep pouring into this, it's going to be a loss of something. So like, it's okay to just stop it, because that's what I'm trying to say. There's nothing to be gained from this. You could either break even or lose. So why lose? The only way to break even is to stop. But there is nothing to be gained. Yeah. And I'm also getting, if someone is rushing you, if someone is saying that they feel excited to see you or be with you or meet you, they're faking that excitement. There's something in this person that is not really, it's like they want to feel that excitement, But what they want, though, what they deeply want is to see how excited you get. That's what you need to know. Yeah. Yeah, y'all hear what I'm saying, right? This is no good can come from this. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And I will see you next time. Peace.